talk to and spit on that thing.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
What more do you want from me?
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. It's the New Age Cowboys here, and today we're going to be having a reaction video to the Week 1 game of the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys at home. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say first thoughts is the Dallas Cowboys played amazing. They played pretty good. They played pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. Offensively is what I'm talking about. They played great. Defensively, second half played great. First half for defense was not very good, but after that rain delay and the adjustments that were made and everything, it was on and popping with the defense. They were getting a lot of stops, a lot of 3-and-outs from the Eagles as well. And Dallas was firing off on all cylinders in the first half. Just, you know, with that Miles Sanders fumble, you know, it turned the tide of the game because, you know, we were right there stomping on their house. We couldn't be stopped in the red zone. We were hitting, firing off on all cylinders, and then Miles Sanders fumbled the ball. Another thing that hurt us too was the Jake Ferguson drop in the end zone too. Bro, you gotta have that. And not to mention CD Lamb's 4 drops as well killed us, not gonna lie to you. CD already came out and had an interview and, you know, took ownership for those 4 drops, and, you know, he's being a leader. He's taking accountability. You know, he's wearing it on his chest. He will be back. He will be better than ever. I'm not worried about that. Dak as well. Dak played amazingly as well. He did not turn the ball over at all. He did almost turn the ball over a couple times because he's being really aggressive, but you know, I like to see the aggressive Dak. I like to see the let's hit some receivers downfield Dak. Let's draw some flags Dak. You know what I'm saying? And you know, also of course what had happened in the beginning of the game with the Jalen Carter thing. You know, that's inexcusable. That's pretty disgusting as well. Like Dak said to an interview, he does spit a lot. If you guys don't know that, Dak spits like a lot, like all the time. He spits at the ground, not at people, obviously. But yeah, what Jalen Carter did, that was despicable, and we couldn't be stopped after bro got took it out the game, bro. Like we were driving. Only thing that stopped us and stalled our drives was those drops from CD and Jake Ferguson with that drop, and then also with the fumble by Miles Sanders. Those were the only things that stopped us really and killed it for us for real. But first thoughts overall, I think the Cowboys played just great, pretty good. I'm not mad about, you know, what happened. You know, there's gonna be a lot of adjustments made. There's gonna be a lot of, you know, things that we can get better at. But offensively, once we hit those things, you know, we clean up those drops, we clean up that fumble. The Cowboys are gonna be great. They're gonna do great. Yes, it's only week 1. But we still lost at the end of the day. But next week, go against the Giants. We have a chance to win. But moving on from that, I just want to talk about individual players some more. Tyler Guyton was out there smacking people in the face, bro. Bro was out there going crazy, throwing hands, bro, and he was putting them hands on everybody. And Tyler Guyton was just going crazy. Obviously, Tyler Smith, you know what I'm saying? Bro was going out there going crazy too. He did give up a holding penalty, but I mean, it was either holding penalty or let your quarterback get murdered, and he chose let me just hold. Tyler Smith, other than that, played great, was holding his own. Dak Prescott again played out of his mind. He would have had like 300-something yards if CD did not drop the ball as much as he did. George Pickens as well. A lot of people were talking about George Pickens. He did do great too. I think he drew 1 or 2 flags down the field. He did have some really great clutch catches for us too. He had that one across the middle, too, that quick slant to him that led to a Brandon Aubrey field goal. Yeah, the ball was a little behind him from Dak, but, I mean, you know, Dak trying to get the ball out fast. It's just amazing that George caught that, and he got that sideline catch, too. That was sick. George Pickens was getting doubled a lot out there, triple coverage sometimes because they were rolling over his safety over the top once or twice to give him some help. I think there's like an outside linebacker or something, too. But George Pickens would do good. I believe, you know, in those situations, like for example, at the end of the game, you know, where Dak is throwing the ball to CD, you know, 4 times or how many times in a row it was, and he just didn't catch it. You're gonna find your best player. Obviously, you're just gonna throw it to him, and you know he's just gonna have to make a play, obviously. But for me, as someone else looking on the outside, looking in, I would have liked to see maybe one of those routes go to George Pickens or hit him on a seam ball. Obviously CD's your best player, on offense, hands down. Like, there's no debating that. But, I want to see George get involved. But I think next week, for sure, George is going to get involved, for sure. George Pickens is going to get involved. It's going to be good. And Cowboys are going to ball out against the Giants. And, I believe this year pretty good for the Cowboys. Again, just sucks to get the loss. But, for my first reaction, honestly, I was pretty happy. Pretty happy with the Cowboys. I'm very happy with how they performed and everything. Of course, it sucks losing to the Eagles because, they're the Eagles. But that's just me. But if you guys have any comments or anything that you guys want to say or how you felt about the game today, or actually yesterday, rather, then just let me know down below in the comment section. Hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get some subscribers. I ain't got no subscribers. So if you guys want to help your boy out, what I'm saying, and be consistent, and hit that like button, go for it. I'd appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. And don't forget to subscribe. Peace.